And today, ERCOT asked Texans to conserve energy for the first time since the winter storms. The organization blamed a higher than anticipated demand. The alert raises questions about whether the state's electric grid will be able to handle peak demand this summer.
KXAN investigator Avery Travis has covered this issue for several weeks. She joins us now live in the newsroom with more on what's going on with the grid tonight.
Robert, Sydney, too soon. And that's how a lot of Texans were feeling after hearing ERCOT warn of potential emergency conditions earlier today when their grid was showing data using 99.999% of the state's available power. The operator says now the grid is back to normal and they aren't expecting any customers to face outages. First, a stalled cold front led to higher than predicted temperatures in the major cities and therefore higher than predicted demand for power, ERCOT leadership says. At the same time, power supply was down, with about 25% of the total generating capacity offline due to planned maintenance.
And that's not an abnormal number for this time of year. I mean, this is the time of year when a lot of units are offline to get ready for higher temperatures.
The state saw a round of rolling blackouts in mid-April in 2006, with temperatures then spiking close to 100 degrees and 15% of the state's power generation offline for maintenance and 4 plants shut down. Power outages hit close to 80% of the state. But on Tuesday, ERCOT's vice president of operations says they usually make predictions based off typical weather patterns, not outliers.
Typically, a day like today would be a good day for a lot of maintenance jobs.
Just a few weeks ago, ERCOT released a positive outlook for summer, but when pressed on whether this scare was a bad sign for reliability heading into the hottest months, ERCOT maintained they're in good shape.
If you look at the amount of reserves we have on the system, it's higher now than what it was. So I do think we're in a better position than we have been in the past.
ERCOT says they're also seeing some outages on transmission lines and generators down in need of repairs from the storm in February, but not many. They say it wasn't a big factor today. We're going to keep following the grid conditions, though, throughout the night and the rest of this week. For now, back to you.
Avery, thanks. Keep in mind